Here. Hey, Kev.
Adam in with a second round 69, 7 under through 36, currently leading. Pretty happy with this first couple of days so far?
Yeah, couldn't win a whole lot better. I feel like a lot of times you'll play a couple rounds of golf, you know, maybe you shoot 2 under and you're like, it could have been 6 or 7, but it really couldn't have been a ton better with the amount of putts I made. Just continue that over the weekend, hit our lines. We're doing a really good job managing the courses, and that's why I've made more cuts this year, which we really made a point to. I mean, if you're showing up at a tournament, I'm not trying to win every tournament, but I don't like missing cuts. So just really making a point to really be above average at course management. I think we've done a good job of that so far this year.
Heading to 18T at 8 under, unfortunate bogey at the last. Can you just walk us through that hole and what happened?
Yeah, I hit a pretty good drive. I don't think that fairway is really possible to hit, or at least I haven't hit it very many times. And just, you know, maybe 2 feet in the right rough, and had not a terrible lie, and it just kind of fluffed out. I got up there, and fortunately it wasn't plugged. And I hit a good bunker shot. There wasn't much sand in the bunker, maybe 4.5 feet above the hole, and I don't know if I hit that bad a putt, but it really broke left, and I thought it was going to be more straight. But, you know, I should have bogeyed arguably hole 8, 10, 11, so stealing one the other way isn't so bad. The course has got to get a couple of them back.
Was there anything early in the week that you kind of worked on in particular to get ready for this, or was it kind of status quo?
Not really. I missed the cut at Players, and I was home for 3.5 days, didn't touch a club. I would have practiced, but the weather was so bad in Indiana, I really couldn't. So flew into Valspar Tuesday afternoon and got a little practice in, and then played 9 holes, and then teed up in the Pro-Am, and away we went.
So you live full-time in Indiana now?
Split time Florida and Indiana.
What time of year do you make? Is this kind of the beginning of making it back to Indiana?
Exactly, yeah. Weather's just now starting to get warm enough, so that's nice.
And what's kind of, you've played a lot of weeks in a row, that's been documented on Twitter and such, but could you speak to why, you know, just what's inspired you to play so many weeks in a row? It's a lot of golf.
Yeah, I've generally played a lot anyway, but having a little baby boy here in about a month and a half, so trying to make as many points as I can to take as much time off as I can. Spend time with him and my wife, which will be very special.
Is there anything about, like, kind of pacing yourself, any, like, tips or tricks you've learned over your years as a pro to make sure you're rested for Thursday?
Yeah, lots of ways. I mean, there's different ways you can practice, you know, like reading a book. Like, that's, you know, very calming for me. So, if, you know, that might be better practice, you know, for 30 minutes than coming out here and beating balls for an hour and a half. So I can go back home and read my self-help psychology books or, you know, whatever, and, you know, have a couple beers, watch a lot of college basketball this afternoon, and I don't have to think about golf. I don't have to do it for about another day, I'm guessing. You know, if I'm not in the last group, I'll be close. So I don't know exactly what the tee times are, but assuming I'll be close to the last.
Is that something that's kind of evolved over your career, like that mindset that it's okay to not practice as much, or has that always been?
It's tricky. Sometimes you need the practice, and then you put in the practice and you get better, but then you kind of wear out towards the end of a tournament. But if you don't practice, then you never had the confidence, and you know, you never, you know, maybe figured something out in your swing to be able to put you in a good position. So it kind of goes both ways. So who knows? To each their own.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam.
All good.
One more
Perfect.
stop for you.
Yeah, sure.